Hello, honorable members of the clan. So welcome to my YouTube channel. So guys, let's go to the Durban High Court where we as the people of South Africa, we are being taught a lesson. I know we are a country that has been beaten down into submission in many things. So much so that we even things that are important that we ought to know, like the Constitution, the law, how to use the law to our advantage when we find ourselves pushed against the corner and we have the law to give us the legal remedy. Now, what am I talking about here? I am talking about the foreign nationals going to launch a interdict against Operation Dudula and March at the Durban High Court, and it is being heard today. That interdict, I believe that the health department as well has climbed on that wagon. I stand corrected, and they argue. The argument is just hilarious, I have to be honest. Now, in that argument, I am hoping that the definition of illegal or illegality, unauthorized, unlawful, are going to be interrogated so that when the court makes a decision, let's say it rules against Operation Dudula and March, or of course South African citizens for that matter, they would have given us a clear definition of what is illegal according to the court and according to the immigration laws and according to just general application of the word. Because if the decision is different from the word that we understand, hence we are law-abiding citizens. Therefore, it means that when a mother that has hungry children back home enters into ShopRite Checkers or enters into Spar or wherever and shoplifts, that is illegal, right? And then to go and feed her children, then that definition should come into play, because it's a precedent now that you can walk into a store, take whatever you want without paying for it, illegal as it is, and go home and feed your family. If you are going to arrest that mother, then I'm confused. There will be a lot of confusion, because at the end of the day, the people that are going to fight for at these at the High Court is illegal foreigners, but they are guising it by saying asylum seekers or refugees or something like that. So I don't know, fellow South Africans, what are your thoughts? And here's the clip that is going to show you what exactly is going on at the Durban High Court today.
The Southern Africa Refugee Organizations Forum has filed an urgent application in the High Court in Durban against Health Minister Dr. Aaron Motsoaledi and Acting Police Minister Feroz Kachalia, This follows a number of incidents where foreign nationals have been denied access to public healthcare facilities in different parts of the country.
I'm going to bring into the conversation from the Southern Africa Refugee Organization Forum, Eric Medal, to speak to us. You are here in court. Obviously, there is an application that you filed, and you are calling for a number of things, especially pertaining to the prevention of immigrants from accessing public healthcare in South Africa.
Yes, that is true. Especially we are here to enforce the law enforcement, especially the Minister of Health and the Minister of Police to do their work. Our application which we brought to court is to interdict the March and the Operation Dudula members from denying the refugees and asylum seekers, in a particular documented one, from accessing the health facilities. In the incidents which has been happening, we saw them operating around and outside the hospitals and the clinic, and no one seems to care. And in the other aspect, there is some nurses in some clinic without the members of the Operation Dudula and the March. They're the one who are turning away their clients whom they should assist. So we are coming here to seek the interdiction from all those members of the Operation Dudula and the March, and all other citizens who may want to act unlawfully. Operation Dudula, we recently heard them speaking that they went into some coalition agreement with the political parties. to get their political position into parliament. So it's not about illegal immigration, it's for them to feed their political ambitions with no cause. Because if we say illegal immigration, the police and the immigration, they are arresting people on a daily basis and they're deporting them. And those who are here, and the one we are defending, they are legally and documented refugee and asylum seekers. So their anger is even directed to the wrong people. We can say they are targeting the easy targets. We believe in that. South Africa is not a banana republic. They have laws and the constitution bind the law enforcement to do what is right. So we believe in the judicial system of South Africa, and we have very much confidence that they will assist. We saw the speech of the Premier when he said that he's going to speak to the MC of health in KwaZulu-Natal, that the only people carrying a South African ID should access the health facilities. And immediately that happened, after a few days from that speech, we have Mr. Mackenzie, who is a minister in the government. He's been saying it without sharing away that even if there is a machine supporting a refugee or an asylum seeker, he can take it out so that South Africa can get access to what they deserve. So we have a proof of that, depending on what the politicians and the leaders are saying.
So here you have it. They are there in the Durban High Court to take you and me to court, because that is the best thing that they rely on, because their reliability on our courts has always been against the people of South Africa. I'm talking about the rulings. So let's brace ourselves to be told that y'all are wrong. The lawbreakers are right, and therefore let them in. If a court is fair, it's going to say, listen, but we are talking about illegality here. Okay, what Operation Dudula ought to do going forward, allow them in, but there has to be BMA to escort them back to their home countries. I think that is fair. But we know our courts already, because you know how they misinterpret the Constitution and our laws. But I am mostly interested about the word illegal. How is it defined? And the precedent thereafter, how is it going to play out in South Africa? Because illegal stuff are going to be happening, and you cannot arrest me because of that precedent. So I believe the Durban High Court has some heavy weight to think about when it comes to this word illegal, especially illegal foreigner. So yeah, we shall wait and hear what the verdict is. But if they lose at the Durban High Court, I suspect they are going to appeal it at the Supreme Court of Appeal or directly to the Constitutional Court. Once again, the word illegal or illegality or unauthorized or unlawful or not permitted or prohibited, we need it defined so that we know going forward what or how do we treat these words as the people of South Africa. Probably we are wasting our time being law-abiding citizens. So we're gonna hear them. I don't know. You tell me in the comment section, what are your thoughts about this interdict? Basically, an interdict is basically to stop Operation Dudula as well as March and March from blockaging the public hospitals and clinics for foreign nationals to take and steal our medication, because they are illegally here. There are no asylum seekers or refugees for that matter. And if they are, what does the Geneva Convention say? And I hope the court will also deal with that, because we are not the first safe country, and that's on period. I am that, guys. Please don't leave the video without liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing, and I'll see you next time in the new video. Goodbye.